and hadith number 22 verse 76. Prophet said Allah has chosen Kinana from the children of Ishmael, and he has chosen and Quraysh from the children of Kinana. He has chosen and Bani Hashim from Quraysh, and he has chosen me from the children of Bani Hashim. And God of the Bible promised what? To bless Ishmael and his offspring, and he will be a ruler, he will be a father of the 12 rulers. And Jesus said what in the Gospel of Matthew chapter 21 verse 43, he said to the Jews, and there will be a time will come that the kingdom will be taken away from you and it shall be given to another nation. Apply this verse to Genesis chapter 17 verse 20, where God of the Bible promised to bless Ishmael and his offspring. And he said they will produce is fruitful. The kingdom, he will bless them. He said, even if I open the verse in Genesis chapter 17 verse 20, Genesis 17:20. Here it says, as for Ishmael, I have heard you. I will surely bless him. I will make him fruitful, and I will greatly increase his numbers. He will be the father of the 12 rulers. He will make him into a great nation. And Jesus also said what? The kingdom will be taken away from Jews and will be given to another nation. And God promised to bless the nation of Ishmael. And Jesus said the kingdom will be taken away from Jews and will be given to another nation who's going to produce its fruitful. And here same word, it says what? He will be, and it says, I will make him fruitful. Who? Ishmael and his descendant. And Jesus said what in the Gospel of Matthew chapter 21 verse 43? Same thing. The kingdom will be taken away from Ishmael and the Jews. That's why Jews rejected Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But Christians every time lie about, deny any verses of the Bible which talks about Prophet Muhammad, but they force Old Testament any verse that try to indicate Jesus. Like example, Isaiah then chapter 9 verse 6, they say that it talks about Jesus, but Jews believe that it's not about Jesus, it's another person. Also, that's the context. If we read the context, it's not about Jesus, but Christians only quote that verse chapter 9 verse 6, but they don't read the context. So now again they said, Isaiah, you need to read the context, chapter 29 verse 12. It's not about Prophet Muhammad. If it's not about Prophet Muhammad, who is that person? It says the illiterate will be given a book, and we know the only illiterate person, prophet who is illiterate is Prophet Muhammad. If Christians have another illiterate prophet, another illiterate person, and you have the Holy Spirit to understand the Bible, tell us who is that illiterate person was given a book, what is the name of the book he was given, and when was he given? And the other thing is, if the Spirit of the truth is not the Holy Spirit, Christians, I'm asking, it's not Prophet Muhammad. They say it's the Holy Spirit, and it's not Prophet Muhammad. If it's not Prophet Muhammad and it's the Holy Spirit, I debunk that one. It can never be the Holy Spirit, because in order the Comforter to come, Jesus must go away. So the Holy Spirit was already there with Jesus. That can never be the Holy Spirit. So if that is not the Holy Spirit, and it's not Paul, because you believe Paul seen and met with Jesus, so that can never be the Holy Spirit, and that can never be Holy Spirit. So who is that the Spirit of the truth? If it's not the Holy Spirit, and if it's not Paul, then who is that? If you have the Holy Spirit to understand. My question is, Christians always say Jesus is the way and the truth. If Jesus is the way and the truth to God, and he came to us to guide, why he needed another comforter to guide us? That means Jesus was the way and the truth only when he was on this earth. When he left, the comforter was the way to God. Otherwise, Jesus could not say the Spirit of the truth. When he comes, the comforter, he will guide you and he will tell you everything. So if Jesus is the way to God, why he needed another comforter to come and guide us? That means Jesus was only the way when he was on this earth, not after he ascended. Because after he ascended, the spirit of the truth, which is Prophet Muhammad, is the way to God. If it's not Prophet Muhammad, tell us Christians who is that comforter and who's the spirit of the truth. That's my challenge. That can never be the Holy Spirit. I already debunked, and that can never be Paul. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.